Well, good morning, everyone. My name is Gina Bender, and this is my husband, Ed. And today is November 3rd, 2018, and we want to thank you for joining us for the Victory Nutrition Quick Start Training. We're excited to be here. We want to give a quick shout out to Jeff Hooks, who is traveling this weekend, and I'm sure he's out there helping us all. So again, thanks, Jeff, for giving us the opportunity to be here. So today we have a little bit of information, or maybe a lot of information that we want to cover. And so we're going to go on and get started. But again, thank you, Victory Partners, for joining us this morning. So today we're going to talk about the growth and the incredible timing first with Victory Nutrition. You know, you are at the right place and the right time with the right product. So I'm going to stop right there for a minute, and I'm going to let Ed share with you. Why, Ed, do you feel like we're at the right place and the right time with Victory Nutrition?
I haven't got a clue, Gina.
Yes, you do.
No, it truly is an incredible time to be with Victory Nutrition International. And the reason I say international, we are in U.S. and Canada. We will be expanding to other areas probably next year or maybe the first of the following year, but we're planning on expanding. The reason you're at the right place at the right time is simply this. The company is not a startup, but it is a startup of sorts. The reason being, we've just had our new president, Jeff Hooks, come aboard, and he is doing a phenomenal job at pointing this company in the right direction and actually launching it where it needs to go. For a long time, we've been product driven. We're going to remain product driven. The company is very much a product driven company. But as you all know, the secret to really getting the word out there is to teach and help others to share their products. This is a great time. In the beginning, we didn't have the tools that we have today. Jeff's brought some new tools aboard. This is one of the tools, one of the ways that he wants to teach is have us teach you. We are field leaders. We do have a lot of field leaders out there, but we are field leaders also. We do the same thing you do every day. And we want you to understand we're here to help and help you get where you need to go. Our job really is to shorten your learning curve, and that's all we're here to do.
And I want to add to it, you know, we always talk about the products and we're very product driven. We do have the right products. You know, we did an event yesterday with one of our field leaders here in Charlotte, and it was very successful. And, you know, we can stand proudly behind our products. And I'm not going to do any product training, but of course, what we share with people, we are the only company in the world that has the protozoan technology developed by Steve Kushner and Bill Downs. And, you know, what it allows the nutrients to do is to get in 100% of the time for 100% of the people. You know, most supplements only get in, you know, 10 or 15%. So you're really wasting your money. As Bill Downs says, what's the most expensive supplement out there is the one that doesn't get in. So we can stand proud behind our products. Also, the other thing that sets us apart is we are backed by science, you know, true clinical studies. Bill does a tremendous amount of work behind the scenes, as well as Steve and Dr. Bashi and Dr. Kenneth Blum. If you are not familiar with our scientific advisory board, you can go to vni.life, click on the partner tab, and then find out more about the company through one of our information tabs. But truly, again, we have the right company. The timing couldn't be better. As Ed mentioned, you know, this isn't a startup, but I feel like we're on the front of the bus. You know, the first company I got involved with was 7 years young. We're a little less than 5 years, almost coming up to the 5-year mark. And I was able to build a business 30 years ago with a company that was several years older, you know, than Victory. So again, you're at the right place at the right time. And we want to talk about the right people. As we mentioned, you know, we have an incredible scientific advisory board. You know, we've got Bill and Kim Downs at the helm. They're running the company. Kim's behind the scenes. She does a phenomenal job. She makes sure the checks go out on time. The products go out very efficiently. So they work hard, all the time. Jeff came on board about 2.5 years ago as our our corporate or company advisor. And he made the decision about 3 months ago, hey, this is the company that's going to go places. And Jeff came on board. He's rolled his sleeves up. He's going to work hard with all of us for the next 20 years. And we're going to build a legacy company. So this, again, is a company you're going to be proud of. And, as Ed mentioned, we do have the right resources and we have the right tools. When we started, we had livebloodcellvideo.com. That was our first clinical study, not on all of our products, but certainly on the Protovite. And we still use that video today. It's an incredible tool. We used that yesterday to share with many people that were coming up to our booth. And, if you've used it or if you're brand new, use it. It's less than 2 minutes. It does an incredible job of showing you what this supplement Protovite does as soon as you put it in your mouth and how it changes the blood within 5 minutes. So anyway, we're at the right place, we're at the right time with the right company, with the right products, and we're with the right leadership. We have quite a few new and emerging leaders that you're going to be hearing from. So if you are new or if you're restarting your business, if you've been in for some time, you've been experiencing these products, and you're thinking, wow, I want to go out there and share it with others. If your sponsor is not engaged, then please call the company and find out who your Upline support team partner is, and we'll make sure you get the tools and the support that you need. Don't try to do this on your own. Ed and I do this together, and we use our team leaders to help us even do three-way calls. So you want to use your Upline to help you build the business.
The reason I'm smiling so much is Gina said, no, I'm going to let you do most of the talking when we do this.
So anyway, we're just going to have some fun. This is like a fireside chat. We're not going to use any website tools this morning or show you anything like that. We just want to speak from the heart and let you know that we are here to help you and support you, as well as your sponsor and team leaders. So Ed, we'll move right on. So, Victory Nutrition is redefining the industry, and they are going to take it to the next level. You're going to see this company grow quickly to 1 million, on to 5 million, 10 million, and on to 100 million. So again, you're at the right place at the right time.
A month, not a year. We're already doing millions of dollars a year in products. But we're talking about taking it from $1 million a year in product, or millions of dollars a year in product, to $1 million a month in product. Tremendous growth.
Exactly. And you're probably thinking, can I do this? Well, I can tell you, you can do it. As I stated earlier, we got started, we had basically one tool. A lot of that has been changed over the last few weeks and months. We've got Suzanne Brady at the helm, building our digital tools and website, and Jeff is a make it happen person. I see everything changing on a daily basis. So again, right place, right time. Know that you can do this. I do want to encourage you to know that, again, you're not doing this by yourself. This is a team effort. So we're going to go on and move on and talk about, you don't want me to talk about encouragement at all, Gina? Yes, go ahead, Ed. We're going to let Ed talk a minute.
The truth of the matter is I do want you all to be really encouraged. This industry and this company has leveled the playing field to where anybody with desire can do what they want to do. All you have to have is desire. I've got high school educations. I've got 14 days of college, hated every minute of it. You don't have to have a college degree. You don't have to have a business degree. You do have to have a willingness to learn and a willingness to listen to people that have been there before. Gina and I have been with the company since the beginning. Some people would say that it's an advantage. I don't know if it was an advantage or not, to be honest with you. We did know Bill Downs and we did know Jeff Hooks. Those were advantages to us. Bill Downs, because we knew the integrity of the individuals that we were dealing with, and we'd known them 20 years. But you could take it to the bank. We're not going to lead you astray either as far as building in the field. We want you to succeed. Our success depends on your success. I've always believed that you have to build levels of leaders in between you and the volume. You may not understand that right now, but you will understand that. You want people below you to succeed. When I was in corporate America, and corporate America wanted, the guy above me did not want me to learn what he knew. Why? Because he wanted to stay in the position above me. Here, I want each and every one of you to learn what I know and even more than what I know, because that allows you to succeed beyond what Gina and I are doing. And you can. We have had individuals in the company that have made more money than we make. And that's okay with me, because a lot of times we make a percentage of what they do also. So understand, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to do this. You just have to do some simple, basic steps consistently.
Yeah, and I want to mention too, have fun, get excited about your business. You have to take responsibility. This is a business. I've said this several times. This is networking. It's not net loafing or net sitting. But again, as I mentioned earlier, you got to do this, get your partner involved or your husband or your wife, and, have some fun. Team up with someone that's serious, that really wants to take this business to the next step, because it is a business. We're always going to be a product-driven company, but don't just look for sick people. I know all of us want to save the world. We want to help everyone out there that's sick, but remember, your health, your health begins with you. Start with you. Take the supplements, experience the supplements, and go out there and share it with everyone. We have extreme athletes on board. We have martial artists on board. We have people on board who are, trying to go on to the Olympics. So, talk to the 20-year-olds, the 30-year-olds, and reach as many people as you can. And when you're out there, make sure that you, keep some information on hand, get you some business cards made. And, we always carry with us, I keep in my purse, I keep a pen, I keep a notepad, because as I speak to someone, the money's in the follow-up. So you have got to be able to go out there and reach the people. But a lot of people fail for not getting the contact information. Sure, you can give them your business card, but it's much easier if you have their contact info, so you can start and build and develop that relationship.
And I also want to mention the amount of doctors that we have aboard. And when I say doctors, there's a wide range of doctors, as everybody knows. Everybody specializes in different fields. You have chiropractors, but I'm talking about medical doctors, international medical doctors that believe in our products, use our products, and want our products to get to their patients. It is very much a part of our business. So don't think that people aren't above reproach. Don't think that you can't approach a doctor, because doctors are very much interested in what we're doing also. I had a conversation with a girl yesterday. It was at the booth that we had. The booth was not an expensive booth, was not one that you would really, most people might have passed it up, but we said, yes, we'll do it. We were going to help one of our distributors. It turned out to be a very successful event and very inexpensive to do. But, I was talking with the girl, and she said something about medical doctors. And I said, we have a great need for medical doctors. We have a great need for medical doctors for this reason. I've used this example a lot of times. If I'm in a car wreck and it rips my left arm off, and you come over and you sprinkle Protivite on it, I'm probably going to take my right arm and try to beat you half to death. I don't need Protivite at that time. I need a doctor to sew my arm back on. But once it's sewn back on, once it's fixed, the things that I put in my mouth could very much help the healing process that the body is capable of doing. So do we need medical doctors? Absolutely. They're great for diagnosing. They're great for helping us. But you got to realize that the things you put in your mouth absolutely make up what's going on in your body.
Yeah, and I want to mention too, healthcare practitioners in general, not just medical doctors, but if you have relationships, again, it's all about relationships. And I'll mention too, it's very hard to go out there and do cold market and trying to get into a doctor's office. So I want to stress that because, you know, this is how you build the business and how Ed and I have built the business. Again, relationship marketing. Make a list of 100 people. That's how you're going to start your business. If you have friends or family or a relationship in the medical industry, they're awesome. Teachers are great, you know, because they're teachable. You want to look for people who care about their health, but don't prejudge anyone. Put that list together. If you put a list together, and we were talking about this earlier.
I thought I was going to talk about this.
Well, you will in a second. So we were talking about this earlier this week and about putting together a list. And if you put together a list with 4 or 5 people, and if they say, you know, I've went through my list and they've said no, then you don't have anywhere else to go. But you want to continually build from that list. And then I'll turn it over to you and let you share a little bit.
Well, the list, and I've talked to people before about this. If you make a list of one person, and I've seen people do this, they key on one particular individual that they want in Victory Nutrition so bad that they're willing to sacrifice or pass up everything else, everybody else around them. If you make a list of 100, it makes it much easier. If you make a list of 1 and that 1 tells you no for whatever reason, doesn't matter what the reason is, the wind blew left instead of right, it doesn't really matter. If that 1 turns you down, then where's your morale at? It goes down to 2. If you make a list of 100 and 1 tells you no, you got 99 more people to look at. Do you have to make a list of 100? I suggest that. But if you make a list of 5, can you succeed? Absolutely. I'd keep adding to that list on a daily basis. I mean, I would not just stop with 5 people on a list. Our list is ever growing. Gina and I's list is hard for us to get to nowadays because of the amount of people that we've got in the organization that we're trying to help succeed also. We're busy helping you get to your list and get to your people instead of actually doing what we should be doing, is actually, you know, going out and getting more. But now by saying that, I make a point of every month that we do what Jeff calls breaking zero. What do I mean by breaking zero? Breaking zero is simply this. Make sure as a leader, you're leading by example. You want to at least sponsor 1 person a month. Now, Gina and I sponsor many more than 1 person a month. But you got to realize sponsorship is it's not just throw mud against the wall. When you take sponsorship of somebody, you are responsible to help them get where they need to go. Now, sometimes I've seen people do this also. They want it worse for them than the people actually want it for themselves. We'll match you effort for effort. If you call us up and say, Ed, we're really trying to make this a go, we really want to succeed at this, and there's plenty of people in the field that'll tell you this, you know, we're going to help you effort for effort. We had an individual, and I won't name names, but we had an individual that at 9 o'clock on the 31st of the month had quit. She couldn't possibly, or he couldn't possibly get the volume they needed to hit the next position that they wanted to hit with the company. And I simply text that person, don't give up so easy. The reason I did that is because I knew in the back of my mind there were several more things we were doing, and we close our month out every month at the end of the month, last day of the month. But I knew there were several more things we could do.
And I might add at midnight.
Yeah, well, it was 9 o'clock when we started this. It was midnight when we finished it, but we got the person over the finish line. How did we do that? That's part of being a good sponsor. You just make sure, and this isn't one that we personally sponsored, but was one that was raising their hands, saying they wanted to make a business out of this. They give up at 9 o'clock. I weren't going to let them give up at 9 o'clock.
Yeah, and I want to add too, real quick, Ed, that when we were working the last day of the month and closing out, we had the head of customer service right there with us. So I just want
Absolutely.
to
Big
give a shout out,
Craig.
to Craig Fleming. He's phenomenal. He's been with us since almost the beginning. We could not have a better customer service team. We've got Natalie and Sophia and Stephanie, and Kim even jumps in there too and answers some of the calls. So as the company grows, we're going to add more customer service to help you with your business. But again, as Ed mentioned, we're here to help you, but this is a business. We want you to take responsibility for your business. Do what you need to do to learn this business. Our job is to help you shorten the learning curve. That's what the website is designed for. In VNI Science, I want to mention VNIScience.com since we talked about healthcare practitioners. If you're reaching out to them and you're sending them information, you're sending them to whyvni.com, that's an excellent website because they have the 4 videos and also the webinars that Bill Downs put together for us. And also be sure and send them to VNIScience.com because that's what the doctors are looking for. They're looking for the research and the science. And I believe now there may be 42 summaries on that site. And as we speak, since Bill and Steve just finished up I believe the second study of Insorb, that probably will be on that site by the time you watch this video. So, take advantage of the tools and that will help you be successful.
Yeah, and I want to mention one more thing. At the end of the month, when we're actually, grinding it out, and sometimes right up to 12 o'clock, and you have a person to put in, please, do put that person in because you never know what's going on behind the scenes. In a lot of cases, you may have the volume you need for where you want to be in the company, but the person above you may not. And they'll remember the fact that you put a person in that helped them get where they need to go. And I've seen cases where people miss qualifications by $100 or $200 and know for a fact that other people had people they could have put in the system that would have pushed that person over the line. Always, always, always put the people in as you get them. Don't hold on to volume to hope you'll hit another pin position the next month. You never know what type of position the person above you. And the people above you are actually going to be the ones that are going to help you get where you need to go. So keep that in mind. Make sure you put volume in when you have volume in your hands. Make sure you get it done. It is important to somebody.
Yeah, you do want to reach out to your upline, as Ed mentioned. That is a very big key in building your victory business. So if you're brand new, I want you to find out who sponsored your sponsor and who is above them, who can help you shorten your learning curve and help you create success. Know what your why is. Why are you in Victory Nutrition? Or are you here just because you want to experience these wonderful products and you want to have better health? That's wonderful. We have many thousands of customers that are on board and using the products every month. So, but if you're out here and you're using these products and you're saying, wow, I've got friends and family and people I know that could benefit, then, take it to the next level. Share it because Victory will reward you for sharing. They will send you a thank you check the following week. So right now is a perfect time to seriously consider building your Victory Nutrition business. We're going into the holidays. We're in the month of November. And, Christmas is going to be here before you know it. So, think about giving the gift of health. So you can do this spare time also, part-time, full-time. We will help you and teach you at whatever level that you want to build the business. Know what your why is again. Know why you're doing this. If you don't know what your why is, talk to your sponsor and let us help you set some goals and figure out, why you're building Victory. Maybe you need to make a house payment, or you need a new car or a second car. You want to put some money aside for college, or you want to be able to, help the poor in your community. We're here about helping people. That's why Ed and I love doing what we do, is because we can work from home and we don't have to fight, the traffic every morning. We live here in Charlotte, North Carolina, and I can tell you there's over 2 million people here in the area, and traffic is terrible. And I think I'm so thankful that I can get up, I can work in my pajamas, I can talk to people, I can have a blessed day and not have to get out and, fight that traffic. One thing I want to mention too about having your own home-based business is you can do this anywhere. Years ago when we got started, I believe we had fax machines and we had VHS tapes, and we didn't have cell phones when we first started. We had to use our home phones. But now, a lot of the excuses have been taken away as to why you can't do this business anywhere. As I mentioned earlier on a training, we were able to go to Las Vegas and visit family in October, the 1st of October, and we were able to participate in all our calls. We were able to answer our phone because we both have cell phones. We don't have a home phone. And we were able to have a good time. We went to Hoover Dam. So that's the beauty of having your own business, is taking it wherever you want to go. So Ed, would you like to say anything about that?
Well, I would like to say that we do have cell phones. If you have our cell phone number, you have our number. We don't have a separate line that we answer for family and friends or special people. If you have our number, you have our number. The opportunity here is unlimited. I think one of the corporate people is texting us to talk about the opportunity.
Okay. Well, I didn't read that because I don't have my glasses on, but it's a huge opportunity with Victory Nutrition. We've been able to, create a 6-figure income, and that is a true walk-away income. Guys, you can do it too. When we got started, we were what we call ignorance on fire. And we had our list. We were dialing and talking and doing 3-way calls and helping others, get their business started. So
yeah, the opportunity is there. I promise you. What's the next thing?
Well, I want to talk about staying plugged in. We've got a lot of people this morning on the call, and that's great. But reach out to your team. If you work for IBM or any of the other major companies out there, and you had a conference call that you were required to be on, you would be on it. So, if you're building your business, and I know things come up or you get sick or you're traveling or whatever, get on these calls. They're going to excite you. They're going to pump you up. You're going to learn the new things that are going on. So, and of course, these calls are recorded, and I understand sometimes you can't be on, but Ed and I really try hard to make every single phone call and every webinar, because we learn every time we're on it. The opportunity with Victory Nutrition couldn't be better. We have all kinds of ways that you can get started and earn bonuses. As Ed mentioned on another training, a lot of companies put the bonuses at the top. What Victory Nutrition does is they want to pay the brand new person for, going out there and sharing this with others. And as I mentioned in a previous training, I love the map pool, because that sets a goal for a brand new person that comes on board to really run fast out of the gate. They can set a goal to get on a monthly subscription for 130 or more. And, from that point, as they start sharing, encourage your new people to join you on a monthly subscription. If you get just five people, you have the month, you come on, and then 3 additional months to get in that map pool. But if you get 5 people on a monthly subscription for 130 or more, you're going to earn 1 share in that pool. If you get 10, you're going to get 2. If you get 15, you're going to get 3. So it's unlimited over that 3 or 4 month period. But the cool thing is the company takes 1% of the overall commissionable global volume. They put it into the pool, and they divide those shares up. So if you have, 1, 2, or 3 shares, you're going to get a percentage. As the company grows, that's going to give you an opportunity to earn even more. I think right now that share is probably paying around $50 for one share. And like I said, go for the gold, go for as many shares as you can.
Has anybody else noticed besides me that Gina keeps moving closer and closer to the center? If she pushes me any farther over, we're in two chairs. I'm not going to be able to sit anymore.
Well, I like being close to you.
I know, Darren. And we have fun. I want to stress that as a couple, we really have fun doing this. I hope your partner's engaged with you in your endeavor. If you've got a partner, if you haven't, find you a partner. And it doesn't have to be, it doesn't have to be your spouse. It could be somebody else in the business, but find somebody that you absolutely, strive to do as well or better than they do. I know we've had several distributors that come to the house. We have several distributors that we meet different places when we can, and we travel somewhat to help our distributors, but have fun with it. I mean, it's absolutely a fun business to Gina and I.
Yeah, and when you're working with your new person, again, help them to set a goal. Bringing a new person on board, be a responsible sponsor. Teach and train them, work with them, help them, sit down with them and help them put together their list.
Yeah, we call them partners, not distributors, because they are partners of ours. And we want to stress that. But we also want to stress the importance of staying plugged into the events. Gina and I know this information. We're giving you this information. We really don't need to be on these calls. We understand what's going on. We understand how to do this. The reason we're on this call today is to support you and help you. And I can tell you, everybody on this call isn't making a six-figure income in the industry. But I can tell you the people that are on the call every single time the calls are there are the ones that will make and are making six-figure income. You have to be on these calls. You have to plug into the events. You have to be present to do this business. If you're not plugging into them, please try to get your people to plug into them. I know the ones that are on here, congratulations. I'm glad you're here. And we've got quite a few people on today. But we really want to make an emphasis to get your people on this, your partners on this call also. It makes a difference.
Yeah, absolutely. And I want to mention, too, since you talked about plugging into events, we have two very important phone calls coming up next week. On Monday night, we have our monthly product call, and that's at 8:00 p.m. That's with Steve Kushner and Bill Downs. And again, you want to plug in and get as many people as you can on your team to plug in. I'm sure Bill's going to have a lot of information to cover with us about the INSORB study, as well as anything else that they've been working on and, in the company as far as product concerns. So that's always an exciting call. That's only once a month. And that's coming up. It's the first Monday of the month. And then the call I get excited about too is our first Tuesday of the month call, which is our business building call and leadership call with Jeff Hooks, who's our new president. And Jeff shares some exciting information with us and tells us some things of what's going on. So if you're not on that call, you might miss something as to what is going on in the month of November. So in talking about new things that go on, one thing I want to mention is these new packages that we've been using to bring in with our new reps. We've got, the basic pack, we got the promoter pack, we got the share and grow pack. Ed, do you want to say anything about those packs?
No, I want you to know about the packs. I was thinking about something totally different.
Okay, all right. So anyway, these packages are phenomenal. And we have three, and I've written down the information on those packs just as far, because I don't have the sheets in front of me. But the basic pack, that package is a savings of $131, but you pay only $262. We've signed up several people with that package, and it's a great package for a brand new person who's just putting their toe in the water that wants to get started, and it gives them a variety as well as free expedited shipping on that package. The second package is our promoter package. That has a savings of $183, and you pay $390. Again, there's free things in it, as well as free expedited shipping. You get more product to help you start your business with, as well as for you to take personally, you and your spouse or loved ones. And my favorite package is the Share and Grow pack, which is $574, again with free expedited shipping, quite a bit more of products in that package. Again, some free tools, also a savings of $293. Now, when they launched the packages a couple of months ago, you know, they were only available to the brand new persons that you were bringing into the business. And Jeff has consulted with several leaders in the field, as well as with corporate.
And us.
And us. And they felt like that, you know, why not open these packages up to the field? And we thought, wow, what a great idea, because what happens is if you want to take advantage and give the gift of health for the holiday, you can purchase any one of these packages. You're not limited to what package you want to purchase, but you can purchase as many as you want. You'll have a discounted from wholesale price on each one of those packages, as well as those packages pay out fast start. So you want to be sure and let your team members know, the ones you brought in, as they take advantage, you can earn a 30% fast start on what they order. So it's a great way for you to share, not only, you know, for your own family and people that you love, but as your team shares, you can earn some extra income through the month of November, which, by the way, will be paid December 15th, right before Christmas.
Well, actually, Fast Start will be paid out on it. So it's,
yeah, actually, that's true. So you do get the Fast Start paid the following week.
Yeah, and I want to tell people, I can't count the number of people that called us and said, wow, these are great packages. Wish we could, you know, participate in this. Well, we heard you. And we went to Jeff with it and said, Jeff, you know, can we do this? And he said, well, they're deeply discounted. You know, it's not real profitable for the company. And I said, well, let's do it as a special. Let's make November. So let's make this a happening thing. Make sure that you take advantage of the packages, because I'm going to tell you, it's not going to be forever. We had a lot of people wanting to open it up to the group, and we made that happen. So, you know, be sure to take advantage of the package, and it does pay Fast Start to you. So if you got 15 personally sponsored, you could get 15 Fast Starts next week just by having them order this package. I mean, you talk about a Christmas bonus. This is bonus money. This is actually bonus money, and it helps the company succeed to go to the $1 million a month that I'm talking about, to $2 million, to $3 million, to $5 million a month. So just understand, it's a great opportunity. And you're around the Thanksgiving table sharing, you know, food with your friends and family. Might as well talk about something. Couldn't be politics. Why not talk about Victory Nutrition?
Yeah, you know, live it every day. You know, I told one of the people that came up to the table yesterday, I said, you know, this is all I do. I absolutely love it. You know, if I would cut my arm, Protovite would flow out of my arm, because, you know, I believe so strongly in the supplements, what they've done, you know, for others. We see it on a daily basis, and we hear these awesome product reviews on a daily basis. So go out there and share it, and you're going to see your business grow. You have to share, and then once you start seeing your business grow, teach it to others. You know, take the products, use the products, share the products, and then teach them to use and share the products. And we will be here to help you every step of the way. So anything you'd like to add, Ed, before we end the call?
We covered everything. I think the last thing that Jeff wanted us to cover is to learn to dream. You know, Gina's constantly on me about this. I mean, she wants me to dream. She says, you know, let's go to Italy. Let's go to, I'm thinking, the only obstacle is money, you know, for anything you really want to do in life. But here, if you dream big enough, if you really set your goals big enough, if you set your mind that you want a Tesla Model X, Believe me, that's possible. Gina set her mind on that about a year and a half ago, and we got one sitting in the driveway right now because Gina set her mind to it. And
But that was for his birthday. That was a nice
and it
birthday
come with
present.
a payment book.
But it is a wonderful car. And if it hadn't have been for us dreaming, and of course we were in the market for a new vehicle as well, you know, that dream wouldn't have come true if it hadn't have been for Victory Nutrition. And, you know,
Correct.
Your dream might not be a new car. That just happened to be something that we saw and really thought, well, this is neat. We like modern technology. So I love all the latest, greatest techie things out
now
there.
She's telling the truth.
So, but Ed loves the vehicle too,
I
and
do.
we get a lot of comments on it. We've actually sponsored people because of it.
Yeah,
So
it's opened some doors. I mean,
yes,
people,
absolutely. So whatever you got to do to open some doors, you know, just get out there and share your heart, share the love, you know, share the products, and you're going to see your dreams come true with Victory Nutrition. So again, Jeff, I don't know if you're watching or listening, but thank you for giving us the opportunity to share. Thank you all for joining us today, all you new Victory partners, and those that we've worked with, you know, for many weeks or months or even a few years.
And dream big. She surely does.
Yeah, dream big, guys, because we're going to help you make your dreams come true. And you guys all have a wonderful and blessed weekend, and we love you all. Have a great day.
Thanks, everybody.